Well, I'm Bill Raymond, the Historic Administrator for Biloxi, and I want to welcome you to a sneak preview of the Biloxi Visitor Center, which is scheduled to open on July 14th for ribbon cutting at 4 o'clock. And we hope that everybody in the public will come out. It is open to the public. We're going to have food and lots of fun. So let's come on in. We're actually right on the front porch right now, getting ready to go in the front door. And I welcome you to this is the lobby area. This is where visitors will come in this front door. We'll have receptionists there to give out information along with brochures. There'll be lounge areas on both sides so that visitors can come and sit and spend a little time and learn more about our community. Really, when they designed this building, they really wanted it to be in the antebellum style of the houses that were on the beach of Biloxi before Katrina. And when you look at the outside of this building, you really do see a lot of similarities between it and Dantzler House that was sitting on this property.
What kind of furniture is going to be over here on this side?
Well, actually, there'll be a nice lounge area with a couple of sofas, a cushioned ottoman in the middle that can also serve as seats, along with miscellaneous occasional chairs. Over here on each side of that's covered up right now this is the first part of the Biloxi history exhibit. Part of it, this is Biloxi before the Civil War, Biloxi post-Civil War. You've got an interpretive paintings on the wall, and then these display below actually talks about the period and kind of interprets the painting for you.
Now, aren't people, when they come in, going to get an audio wand?
There is an audio wand system so that when they go in the exhibit, you'll see a little number on the wall. You push it into the wand and you can listen and hear more about there's information there. There's actually panels and there's videos, but this will give you actually more in-depth information.
What is this area here? This
is the actual visitor information area. We do have a gift shop. We're going to have a nice gift shop for visitors here, specializing in Biloxi merchandise. Then you'll also have your visitor racks right here. You know, this is where all the brochures and all will go. Plus you have let's see if, yeah, it's on. Here's the touchscreen system where you see people can learn more about living in Biloxi, working here, and just having fun. Over here on this side, you've got a couple of maps, one showing Biloxi proper, another one just kind of giving you an overview of the Gulf Coast. And then this screen right here will actually there's a camera on the top of the lighthouse, and this will have a feed from that camera so that people can see what it's like from the lighthouse. But also, this can be divided up. I can have the Weather Channel showing. We can do information on upcoming events and that kind of thing. Look above us here in this, I guess, rotunda area. I'm not sure what you'd call it. But these are all photographs and postcards of Biloxi. They've been enlarged and actually made to fit inside these little niches. It really does give you a nice overview of the history of Biloxi.
Everything's covered up right now.
It is covered up to keep it from getting dusty. Those will come down by the 14th. We're exactly a week away from the opening right now.
You are not going to let us go in this next room, are you?
I'm going to let you get a sneak preview in the door. Through the glass, you'll be able to see. You know, we've got displays on Biloxi and its relationship to the water, Biloxi and its relationship to the forest. Information on the Biloxi Lighthouse, the ethnic
What's that big thing back there hanging over?
Actually, that's the top of the schooner sails, which actually make up the screen for one of the exhibits. The sails are actual screen that the video will be shown on. And it's a multimedia exhibit. You not only have the text panels, but you also have videos that will play, and along with the audio wand system that'll go there also.
So all along the city has said this is going to be a museum of sorts.
It is a museum, it is a welcome center, it is also a reception center, and when we go to the second floor, you'll really get an idea of that. But let's come down here. I want to show you this room right over here. This is the Father Ryan room that we're coming to now, and it is a conference room. It's a large conference room with great view of the ocean. But we've got multimedia built in here so that you can have a meeting in here. There'll be a series of large tables in the middle that make up one huge conference table, but they're separate so that if I need to set it up for a classroom setting, I can just turn the tables. You've got a screen built in there so that you can actually tie your video presentation in. So really try to make it as user-friendly as possible.
This is similar to a house that was, a room that was in the dancer house, isn't it?
The Dancer House had a 2-story sun porch on the east side of the building. This is replica of that. Now, what we did in this building is actually had 2. We have this one on this side, and when we go to the other side of the building, I will show you how we treated the one on the other side.
On the ground floor?
On the ground floor. And it, actually, these wings on each end, which are the sun wings, just like they had at the Dancer House, are both stories, and they're just completely wrapped in glass.
Looks like it's all ADA accessible?
Yes, exactly. We're trying, we want to make this as user-friendly as possible and as multi-purpose as possible. And then actually, you see the fireplaces, we actually have 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs, and they are working fireplaces. So that you really do have that residential feel, even though it is a large, almost 25,000 square feet commercial building. We're going over to the main stairwell, which will take us up to the 2nd floor. This is our other sun porch or sunwing. And I'll get out of the way so the camera can kind of sneak up in here, and you can actually get an idea of the volume here. It really, and the view from here is just amazing.
How high are the ceilings in this building? Typically they look, what, 12, 14 feet?
Yeah, they're depending on where you are, they're anywhere from 12 to 14 feet up, and so this is 2 stories high, so you're looking at probably well over 30 feet to the top of that ceiling.
What's this room going to be?
This is just the elevator lobby. We've got an elevator here, and we actually have 2 elevators in the building, one for the public, and then we have a service elevator in the back. But there'll be a little bench built in right here, and that's really all it is just an elevator lobby. But you've got this wonderful freestanding stairwell that will actually be completed tomorrow.
There does seem to be a lot of work to do.
There is a lot of work to do, but we're also, you should have seen this building just 3 days ago, and you'd be amazed. So I have no doubt that we are going to be ready for the public on the 16th. Or the 14th.
14th.
Maybe ready on the 16th, but we're going to push for the 14th.
Okay,
so let's go to the 2nd floor, and we'll continue the tour up there. Well, now we're on the 2nd floor of the visitor center. We're right at the top of the grand staircase here. And I just wanted to point this out right here, because we didn't point it out downstairs. These little cutouts in the wall here are actually going to hold these stained glass windows. There were 8 of these that we were able to salvage from the wreckage of what was left of the Dancer House. I stood on top of the debris pile and pulled them out one at a time until we found them. So we have 8 of them all together, and they'll be incorporated in this building. Now let's go back here. I want to show you, after the visitor leaves the exhibit space downstairs, they will come upstairs and go into the theater, which is right over here. This 67-seat theater, well, actually, there's a film on Biloxi's about the people. It really is about Biloxi's people and their resilience, and they're coming back after the storm. But this facility has also been set up that if you have a company that needs to have training, you need a presentation area, that this room is perfect for that. I've got 67 seats. You've got the built-in desktops so that they can actually take notes. Plus, it's all the multimedia you could possibly want. Well, let's go through here to the other side of the exhibit. We've got the more conference room space. This is our dance floor room. It's named dance floor room because of these 2 cutouts right here. There's actually 2 more windows which are sitting right here, which will actually go into that wall right there. 2 more windows that came out of the Dancer House. More multimedia. So this is actually, depending on what's going on, you're having the big thing now on family reunions and all is they have the video collage. A renter could actually bring me their thumb drive of their video collage. We can plug it into the system and actually show it over the video screens in the visitor center. We also have water. This was we considered it our pre-function area. If you're having an event up here, you need a place to set up your buffet line and all. You can do it on the counter, or you can put your table here in the middle. It's got a nice flow through the building. You've got water running up here. So you're having a conference, you can do your coffee service up here. This is the main exhibit call it the exhibit space. We could do art exhibits in here, but also can be rented out for events. You can do a sit-down meal in here for 100 people with no problem. And looking out the front window, look at that great view of the Biloxi Lighthouse. Well,
25,000 square feet?
almost 25,000 square feet, including the porches. I hope this has given you a preview of what you're going to see here when the Visitor Center opens later this month, and I hope to see everyone here on the 14th at 4 o'clock for our ribbon cutting. We have a ribbon cutting open house here at the Visitor Center, and at 6 o'clock we're all going down to the Civic Center on Howard Avenue for a 6:30 ribbon cutting, followed by dinner and dancing.